This is Toby, and today we're going to be growing some macadamias from seeds. So I have a few macadamia nuts here, and I just picked the ones that when you give it a shake, you don't feel like there's something moving around inside, because some of them when you give a shake, you can feel that something's moving around inside, so I don't think you can plant those. Now, I've seen different methods online. Some people crack the shell open, some people don't. There's even one method where this guy puts, I think, a sponge inside one of these containers and just closes it and it germinates. So in this video, I'm going to try that out, as well as just sowing it directly into some soil. Now, I know it's autumn right now, but I think these guys should be okay. These seed coats are quite tough, so, or the husk I should say, are quite tough. So I think it should be able to survive the winter just fine. Now, first things first, I'm going to soak these. Now, see if I try to lose them. I know some of them float. I don't know if these have to sink or not. Now, some of them do have a crack in them, but I think that's fine. If they can germinate without the shell, a crack isn't going to do that much. So far, most of them are floating, so I don't know if that's a good sign or not. That biggest one is not floating, so maybe that might be the only one we get. Not sure if these are meant to float or not, but we want to put them in there and let them soak for a couple of hours. So now it's time to plant the macadamias. I can put a timestamp on how long I soaked them for, but I'm going to just pick some. I don't even know which way you're meant to plant this. I can't tell if there's a correct way. It looks the same. They're just round. It's like a little round ball. So I'm just gonna put that there. I think I'll put two in. I'll put two in each. These pots. I'll have to get another pot, so I'll be back. So I got another pot, and if you're wondering, the soil I'm using is just regular potting mix. These are from some ungerminated seeds. These pots, so I'm using them again. I'll have to cover these seeds slightly afterwards, and these I'll show you what to do after I drain the water. I'm gonna get something wet and close the box. So here are the seeds. This is a wet paper towel that I just folded, and this isn't even the paper towel method where you put the seeds in the paper towel. Apparently, if you just put it next to it like this and you close the lid, the humidity will be enough to germinate it. So I'll put this indoors, and I'll show you what I did with the other seeds. I did add one more to one of the pots, just so I could get 5 in here and 5 in the other, to make it a bit of an even split. But I'll show you what I did with the other seeds. So the seeds are in there. I know I did cover them a bit, but I think after I water it a couple of times, the soil level will slowly start to drop, and it'll expose a bit of the seeds. And I'm gonna leave them out here over the winter. I don't think they're gonna germinate in the winter, but in the spring they may. So I'm just gonna see what happens. So here's a macadamia update. Before I show you what's happened to these, if you remember the one I put in the box with a wet paper towel, I think it was a paper towel, that one did not grow. I don't know what the guy did when the other person did it and it started growing, but when I did it, within a month, mold started growing. So obviously the seeds are not going to grow when they're all moldy, so I chucked it away. But on these, that one is starting to crack, and one of these, that one as well, is also starting to crack. I hope you can see that. There's a small crack there, a small crack there. I don't know if that's it germinating or something has gone to it, but so far they haven't gone moldy, so it's not dead. And we're still in winter now, but in spring we'll see if any of them germinates. I think that might be germinating. Let me just go a bit closer. I don't know if you can see that crack. It's kind of going around the seed, so I think it may germinate. So here's another macadamia update. I think this one is germinating, and the reason I say it is because I see a little white shoot you can see pop out of the seed, so I think that is a root coming out of the seed. You can see the inside is green, so I think that's very healthy. I might just cover that up a bit, just so that if that is a root, it doesn't dry out. And I think in spring these will do well. Again, I remember this one cracked in this pot. Not sure how the others are doing. Maybe they've cracked, maybe they haven't. I don't know, I don't want to disturb them. But I think in spring they will come out. So here is a final macadamia update. This plant was doing really well, but something nipped the tip off. I see new buds coming up, so it's not gonna die. At this stage, they're pretty healthy. Same with this one. I think something's nipped the tip off as well on this. There's another shoot coming up there, so we have 3 germinating in total. I can't remember how many I planted, but I don't think the germination rate's that high. I will have to find what's eating my seedlings because they should be a bit bigger if they haven't been eaten. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed watching this video. If you do buy some macadamias from the store, do try this and plant it yourselves. But anyways, I can't really grow this in the ground because they're not grafted and it's going to take way too long for them to actually fruit. If you want to get one that fruits, you're going to have to get a grafted variety. But this is still very fun. I will grow these on. But thanks for watching this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below and I will answer them. But anyways, thanks for watching this video and I'll see you next one. Bye.